Today we're looking at the Seymour Duncan ST59-1, the Little 59 for Telecasters. Today on Learning Curve. I am Spencer Thomas. Thanks for watching Learning Curve. If this is your first time, I hope you like, share, and subscribe. Much appreciated. So I've had my eyes on a Little 59 since I saw a guy named Hector Unchado play through them. A little burger joint we used to live by. He had a custom Strat with 3 Little 59s in him. And I mean, to be honest, I think Hector sounds pretty good, pretty much whatever you put him through. But I really like the tone he was getting. The ST59-1 Little 59 is a medium output pickup. It's got a ceramic magnet in it. The website has its resistance at about 17.7K. It's got 4 leads on it, so you can split the coils or reverse the polarity or do whatever you want to do with it. Do push-pull pots, all kinds of stuff. Now, I got this one on reverb for about 50 bucks. Fresh out of the box, you're going to pay about 89. So I ran into a couple of issues installing this that have nothing to do with the pickup. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is take out the old pickup. We're going to remove the plate. This control plate is one of the things that really sold me on the Telecaster, especially if you're going to do a lot of modifications. And I will show you why in a couple of turns here. Because with the Tele, you don't have to take off the whole pick guard like you do with the Strat. You just remove this plate, and then there's all your stuff. First of all, the guy that sent it to me, who was really quick, really prompt, did a great job, sent me everything that he said he was going to send me. It didn't come with screws. So I had to find some mounting screws, and I assumed because it was a Telecaster-shaped pickup that you would use Telecaster mounting screws, but those were way too big. So this didn't come with screws and springs. My belief is that the old screws will fit, the old springs will fit. We're going to find out. And they do not, but I have other Tele mounting screws, so I will go get them. So this is the old pickup. I took the mounting screws from the old pickup and tried to put them in the new Seymour Duncan using the Tele size screws, and they are too big. So then I got a little concerned. So I went to the wonderful internet, and it pointed out that humbuckers and Telecasters use different sized, humbuckers and single coils use different sized screws. So I had this humbucker laying around that I'm not using. That had been in the Billy Bow build, and I took the screws out of that and put them in here, and they fit like a glove. So, tragedy averted. Let's mount this thing. Like I have this exact same problem before. So I got some humbucker size screws, and those were right, but they were just a hair too small. I had the exact same problem when I recently switched the pickups on a Glary. The screws just didn't quite take. They almost fit, but not quite. So what I did then was I took the original screws, I went to the hardware store and got screws that were just a tiny bit bigger. And I had a couple of those left over, so I grabbed those screws, I put them on the thing and with the stuff and screwed them in and did the things, and then it worked perfect. But I only had 2, so now I had to go to the hardware store and buy, and I got like 5 of them, so now I have a bunch of screws. And I'm also one of those old guys that's got a bunch of screws laying around. So if you got to think, let me go look in the screw bin. I can set you right up. I got a bin full of little screws and widgets and hoonanas and wickety whacks. And just give me a minute. I gotta get my thick glasses on. So once I could mount the screw onto the bridge, turns out the pickup is too big for the hole, or rather, the cavity is too small for the pickup. That is through. Come on. Of course. Always something. Okay, so I'm going to have to route that out just a tiny bit to make room. Otherwise it's just not going to fit. Now, I ran into this problem before. When I originally put this guitar together, I was going to try to... I have an old rail pickup that I was going to put in here, but the cavity was just too small at the time. I didn't feel like dealing with it, so I just used the pickup that came with the kit. But now I need the cavity to fit, so it was time to deal with it. Now, when I started working on guitars, a problem like this would really flummox me and I wouldn't know what to do. But the thing is, it's easy. If the hole's not big enough, you just make it bigger. It's not perfectly shaped, but it's bigger. And now the pickup fits in it, and the bridge covers up all the imperfections of my routing job. And now my brand new pickup fits in my sweet little guitar, no problem. And then the wiring was a piece of cake, except, so I just bought the soldering iron. It was the first time I've used it, and sometimes with new stuff, just the knobs aren't quite right, or it doesn't quite add up to where it's supposed to be. And I turned the temperature, the digital temperature, to where it was supposed to be, and it just wasn't hot enough. So eventually I figured out to just kind of crank it to what I thought initially was way too hot, and that turned out to be exactly right. And then it's just like 4 solders. There's nothing difficult here other than my own equipment challenges. Putting a pickup in, super easy. I did a very simple wiring job on this time. I didn't want to think too much about wiring. I wanted to get on with the playing. So it's just basically the bridge pickup full, and then when you move it to the number 2 position, you've got the neck pickup split with the bridge full. Then you've got bridge full, neck full, and then you've got the neck. Piece of cake. It might not stay that way. That's where we're at for now. And so this is a 2 pickup Telecaster now. It is a monstrosity and an abomination in the eyes of the creator, but it's what I've got, and I'm very happy with it. I think it came out great. I'm digging this pickup. I don't know if this is... I don't know what the deal is with this, but something about the harmonics of this pickup, when you let it ring out, it gets this almost tremolo-y thing. Here, listen. I'm not 1,000% positive that it is going to show up in the recording, but let's give it a shot. That's the neck humbucker. There it is. I've had people comment that they don't think my clean tone is clean enough. So I went and recorded something specifically with a clean tone. If that's not clean enough for you, I'm not capable of a clean tone. And these pickups are pretty hot, and they're a little snarly, so the clean isn't that clean. But this is how the Lil 59, the Lil, not the little, this is how this pickup sounds. The Seymour Duncan ST59-1 sounds clean. So I recorded each of these, the pickup by itself with a pedal, and then the pickup in a mix. And I didn't completely crank the lead channel so that you'll kind of see how it, fits in and stands out on its own, like harmonically, rather than just through volume. So here you go. right, that's the Seymour Duncan Lil 59. I like it clean. I think it really shines dirty, though. You know, it's clean is just fine. But boy, when you throw some dirt on it, that's, I think, when the magic really happens. For me, at least. Okay, I look forward to your comments. If you have questions, I will try to answer them. If you like this show, please share, please subscribe, please like. Okay, I'm Spencer Thomas. Thank you for watching Learning Curve. I hope we'll see you next week. Try to be nice to each other.